What's going on, YouTube? It's Orctoberfest going on here. We got the Dice Dojo Orctober tournament going on, and it is round 3. First round, I got a bye win. Second round, I got a decent win, not a severe win, but it puts me at the top table, and at the top table is the almighty Ian and his freaking Cthulhu-themed Lizardman Chaos Army. And I like playing Ian because I feel like I learn a lot, but I also don't like playing Ian because it's a rough game every time. So let's go over what we brought on both sides of the table here. Right here I got my my war machines. I got 2 Doom Divers, Spear Chukka, and 2 Goblin Wolf Chariots. Right here I got my 6 Trolls, including my big new troll there, Tasai. I got my Savage Orc Biggin block with Big Stabba, full command, and then I have my 3 characters in the front. My 3 characters are Dr. Zoidberg, which is a level 4 Savage Orc Shaman with the Lucky Shrunken Head and some Fencer Blades, and then I also have Bebop and Rocksteady, which is the BSB and the Black Orc War Boss. The Black Orc War Boss has Sword of Swift Slaying and, well, not a sword, that's a hammer of Swift Slaying, and Crown of Command and a 5-up board. Then I have my BSB, which is a Savage Orc boss. He has just a great weapon and Mork's War Banner. Over here I got King Koopa, which is a Goblin hero on a gigantic spider. And then I have 20 Night Goblins with short bows, as well as Fanatics hidden inside that unit, and my level 2 Goblin Shaman. Over here I have 2 units of Wolf Riders, 5 each. And then I have my Arachnarok Spider, Big Trusty, and my Mangler Squig. My spells, I got Brain Buster, Gaze of Mork, Fist of Gork, and Foot of Gork in this game. And then over here, for my level 2, he got Sneaky Stabbing and Gift of the Spider God. Now, I don't have a picture of Ian's army piece by piece because the game's going really late, and we try to hurry it up, especially in the Dice Dojo tournaments. We're playing at a very small time frame, so we're trying to just get in before we get kicked out of the store. Alright, so over here, as you can see, all the way far on the left, that's a unit of Slaneshi Hellstriders. Next to that is a unit of Warhounds. And then he has, next to that, not 1, but 2 Chimeras. Alright, he has his Warlord on a disc, or whatever they're called, on a disc. It's not a wizard. It's actually his lord. It's just a fighting lord on a disc. Right next to that he has his Hell Cannon. And then he has more dogs, more Hellstriders. A big block on the right side that is a unit of Juggernauts, Skull Crushers of Corn, whatever they're called. But they have a flaming banner, and then behind them is a unit of warriors, I think like around 18 to 20 warriors, or maybe a little bit more, with obviously full command, and they're level 2 in there, as well as the BSB in there. So, as you can see, this is how I deployed on this side. I believe we did... Yeah, I think we just deployed regular battle line on this one. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and, I got the Vanguards. I'm going to go ahead and move up with my Wolf Riders over here. I'm trying to chaff up his chaff, basically, because he has Vanguards as well. So I'm trying to make sure he doesn't pop my Fanatics on turn 1. And I move my other Wolf Riders on this side. He decides he's going to hold his Vanguards off. It's going to go ahead and do turn 1. He's going to take his first turn, and he moves up these guys right up front here. And he also moves up his, as you can see, this whole right block on this side here. But you can see he kind of, the terrain is kind of messing with him because he has big blocks right there. And I'm trying to use the 2 blocks that are on by the hill. Those are actually impassable. The hill itself is passable. That's obviously a hill. But the building's in his way as well, and the units are kind of split. And then over here he just starts moving closer. He moved his Hellstriders all the way to the far left, you can see by that tower. And then he moved up his Hounds out of my line of sight for my Wolf Riders, and it looks like he's going straight for my Mangler. Magic Face, he got 7 power dice, and he's going to go ahead and do I forget what I think it was like plus toughness. He only got 2 spells because he only brought a level 2, but he does it for like regen and toughness usually, and right now it doesn't really matter because we're on the opposite sides of the table. So his hell cannon, look at this thing, it's just disgusting. I like it, I think it looks so cool, but what the hell's going on there? Anyways, he's gonna go ahead and shoot his hell cannon right at my goblin chariot here, and sure enough, he gets a direct hit, kills it, blows it up, and does absolutely nothing to everything around him. And that's it. That's his turn. It's gonna go ahead and start off Orcs and Goblins turn 1. Orcs and Goblins turn 1. I'm charging this chariot right into his wolves, and he decides he's going to flee. So I'm gonna redirect, and charge the chariot into those wolves or hellhounds, and they're gonna go ahead and sit in there and take it. I go through the forest. I don't blow myself up, and I get in right there. The wolf riders here are gonna go ahead and charge in onto these guys here. They fleed, and he also redirected. They redirected into these hounds as well. And as you can see, since this Hellstriders fleed, they fleed through everything over there. The trees are... Oh, actually, I think it's just because I charged. I lost one of the Wolf Riders to the trees, unfortunately. Over here, I just moved my Wolf Riders over here, right in their face of these guys. And Magic Phase, look at that. Bam! 10 power dice. I'm going to go ahead and I throw up like 5 or 6 dice on the Foot of Gork on turn 1. I get double 6s, so it's going off no matter what. Go ahead and I try to step on his warrior unit. It drifts off, gets in the middle of the dogs. Or actually, I think it tips the dogs and kills 3 of them. Kills 3 of the dogs, so that just made that fight a lot easier. I go 4, 5, or 6 to do it again. I get a 5. And I decide I'm going to step on the warriors. Again, I get a direct hit. And it kills, holy shit, like 10 of them maybe. Maybe a little more. So I roll 4, 5, or 6 to do it again. And I get it again. Oh, like, alright, great. I'm going to go ahead and stomp on that unit, get rid of them. And I kill like maybe 5 more because it drifts a little bit. Go 4, 5, or 6 to do it again. And it goes again. And I step on the same unit. And it kills off like 5 or 6 more. It kills off basically his whole warrior block. Go 4, 5, or 6 again. I get it again. I cannot stomp on. I try to stomp on the last 3 guys, which is the champ, the banner, the BSB, and the shaman, and I miss. So I roll 4, 5, and 6 to do it again. I get it again, and I miss him again. And I roll 4, 5, or 6 to do it again. I get it again, and I miss him again. And he has this look like, you motherfucker, how are you getting so many 4, 5s, and 6s? And I roll it, and I roll it, and I roll it, and I mean, I've never seen Ian so pissed until I seen him get Foot of Gorked on the first turn 5 times. And I'm missing too, which is the funny part to me, but I don't even want to laugh because he's so angry. I feel like if I laugh, it's just going to piss him off even more. So I roll for it again, and I get a 1. So I'm like, ah, shit, he's going to step on something. So he goes ahead and he decides he's going to step on my own Savage Orc block, and I'm like, go ahead. He goes ahead and steps on them, and they have Mork's War Banner, which basically nullifies or gives them the magic resistance bonus on top of their ward, and they basically, I think I lose like 1 guy on that. But as you can see, this is his units after all the stomping. That was just, yeah. Oh man. As for my miscast, I go Brain Dead, and I lose 1 spell, which is the Foot of Gork. Wah, wah, wah. There goes that. So I roll for the rest of them, and I get Gaze of Mork. I shoot it off, and I hit 2 wounds onto his Juggernauts here. And that's going to start off my shooting phase. Shooting phase, I'm going to go ahead and use these Goblins of Bows, and they shoot at nothing. I shoot at, I think, the Hellstriders, and nothing happens. So I don't know why I took a picture of that. I go for the Doom Divers into his Juggernauts here. 1 drifted off too far. The other one ended up killing 1 Juggernaut. Only did 1 wound though. As for close combat over here, just the impact hits alone destroyed the Hellstriders, and that is my turn. It is going. I did not overrun. I don't know why I didn't overrun. Well, I know I didn't overrun with the wolves because his warriors were just his single warrior and his BSB would wipe out those wolf riders. But the chariot really couldn't do much, and if I was just going to expose a flank to him, it's not worth it. Anyways, his turn. Chaos turn 2. He's going to go ahead and charge his Juggernauts into my Arachnarok. He's going to charge his Chimera into my Arachnarok. And he's going to charge, I believe, his Lord into my Wolf Riders. They fleed. And then he's going to redirect into my Chariot. And I decided to flee without thinking about it because I had to go center from center. And when I did center from center on the flee, I fleed right through my own Mangler, and I blew myself up. I mean, I wasn't thinking like that. I was just thinking like, ah, shit, that guy's gonna kill my guys, and I'd just rather him fail charge, which he did for the cost of like 115 points, but he's gonna fail charge. Over here, these guys do not charge in. They decide to walk around, I believe. They don't kill my Wolf Riders. Yeah, I think they just walk around them, and I don't got a picture of the walk around. And his Juggernauts are coming for my Trolls because the Juggernauts usually carry the Flaming Banner. Magic Phase, he gets 6 Power Dice. He goes ahead and throws up a Regen Bubble onto his guys, or a Toughness Bubble. I think it was the Regen Bubble. And he's going to go ahead and do his Hell Cannon. His Hell Cannon is shooting at my Doom Diver, and it drifts off and misses. And over here, actually he did charge into these guys. He goes ahead and kills off 2 of my Wolf Riders, and my Wolf Riders fail to kill anybody of his. And they are going to flee, more or less, I believe. And that's it for his turn. I believe for my movement, I didn't move much. I'm moving people. He did fail charge with his Chimera into my Arachnarok. And again, I'm sorry for the pictures being a little bit sporadic here, just because there's a lot going on at the end of the game, at the end of the day. So I apologize. But I believe on this turn, he failed charge to my Arachnarok, which caused him to block his own charge. Which was something really stupid too. It wasn't like that big of a deal for him to get in. He needed like a 5 and he rolled a 4. But on my turn again, I'm looking at it like I got the ranged advantage. I got my Doom Divers. I did lose my foot, right? But he has to come to me. So I'm going to go ahead and sit back, and most of my units are staying close by my Savage Block. Not only that, but my Savage Block is being blocked by a house. So I'm going to go ahead and just go straight for Magic Phase. Magic Phase, I get 4 Power Dice. And everything I threw out there just basically went out the window. I'm going to go ahead and Shooting Phase. My Spirit Chuck is going to go ahead and shoot at his Hellstriders here. Or his Hellstriders, his Juggernauts here. And they do 2 wounds onto a unit. Now, as you can see, my Trolls are getting really close to his guys here. I know that's going to happen, but if it happens, it happens. These guys over here, they're going to go ahead and shoot at his Hounds that rallied. And they killed off 2 Hounds. And it causes them to panic. When they panic, they flee off that way again. My Doom Diver's going for his Juggernauts here, and they wipe out that unit. Holy shit. They did 9 wounds or 7 wounds, however many wounds they needed to do, and they wiped them out before the Trolls even got in trouble. Hell no, those Doom Divers just picked up the game right there. So as you can see, this is kind of how it looks at the start of his turn. I think this is 3 already, isn't it? So you can see I kind of moved Koopa around the building, not to like charge anybody behind the building or anything, but to kind of like get to his lone characters, because he split up his unit here. You can see his BSB, his Champ, and his Shaman all split up, so it's less. It's harder for me to kill him. So I'm just trying to get Koopa over there to actually start hunting down the Champ, because the Champ is worth so many more points than anybody on the table right now. He's moving his Lord, or he's charging his Chimera on the left into my Trolls, which that might actually happen, and it does. Bam! He gets in. Shit. He's charging his Lord, or he moved his Lord over here by my Arachnarok, more or less to get a side flank on me or something like that. And or actually, he moves right in front of me actually, and he moves his Chimera over here. He's moving his 3 guys that he separated back behind the Hell Cannon, and yeah, that is that. And these guys rallied again, I believe. He did wipe out my wolves over here with his Hellstriders, and his Hellstriders are coming up towards my Doom Diver. And that's how the board looks, really. It's going to go into Magic. Magic, he gets 10 power dice. He throws up both again, the toughness and the regen. He's going to go ahead and do his Hell Cannon shot at my Doom Diver. It hits it, it wounds it, it kills it. God damn it. There goes my range advantage. Over here, he's going to start off close combat with his Chimera. Chimera kills off 3 guys. He does his breath weapon and everything. Kills off 3 trolls. The trolls do 2 wounds back to this Chimera, and I am steadfast, and I am still in my general's bubble, so they're going to stick there, and it's going to start off my turn 3. I believe it's my turn 3. So I don't want to charge the Arachnarok into his Lord. I'm going to be honest with you. His Lord scares the shit out of me. He probably has a great weapon or whatever, and he's probably like strength 7 or 8, and it's going to kill the shit out of my Arachnarok, especially if he's getting extra help from his Chimera. Fuck that. So I did reform the trolls to face off onto the Chimera on the left. I moved the Ragnarok this way, and I'm trying to get I ended up moving my goblins on a side step here to let go of the fanatics to kill his Hellstriders, because I don't want him killing the Doom Diver. So I go ahead and I roll them all, and they fall like this. Every single one of them fell short. Every single one of them fell short. That sucked. I have a problem here with this building. This building's in my way, so I reformed the Savages to come this way because I figure the Ragnarok's going to be coming around this way and the Savages could help assist. Magic phase, I got 2 power dice. 2. I go ahead and I try to do Gift of the Spider Gods, and I believe he dispels it. Yeah. I try to give it to somebody for shots, I believe, just to get some poison attacks. Over here, I'm going to go ahead and do the Doom Diver into his Lord. Now, this right here is something that annoys me. It's like these guys on discs that they just fly everywhere they want to go. So I'm trying to get him out of the equation. I'm just trying to kill his Lord, and it'll get me extra bonus points, victory points. I do 6 hits. I do like 5 wounds. He ward saves 4 and gets 1 wound. What the fuck? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do the Spear Chucker. Spear Chucker just blows himself up. And then we're going to go to close combat. Close combat, this Chimera fight over here, he ends up doing, he ends up wiping out my unit. Or, no, he doesn't wipe him out. He kills him down to 1 guy. That 1 guy runs, he's going to overrun, and he chases me this way. And as you can see, he overruns literally like half an inch away from my Arachnarok. That's crazy. And it's going to be his turn next, as you can see here. So I'm losing my advantage. I did have the advantage when I killed off his Juggernauts and most of his warriors. I still have to kill that 1 warrior. It's going to be his turn 4. He moves his Hellstriders around the fanatics and comes this way. He does not charge my Doom Diver yet. So he's getting close. I have 1 more turn with the Doom Diver before it's basically not usable. As you can see, Koopa came up this way. He is playing the I don't even know the name of the song, but it's like the chicken song or whatever. That no, where basically he saw Koopa coming for his champion, and his champion is hiding behind his Hell Cannon, and he's just running away from Koopa. He's trying to get out of the line of sight, or just far enough where the charges won't make it. He moves his Chimera and his Lord over here behind my main unit, Savage Block, and I'm going to have to turn around that. He moves his other Chimera up here chasing down Koopa, and he left my Arachnarok alone. He kind of knows the Arachnarok will win in a fight against a Chimera, especially when his 1 Chimera only had 2 wounds, or 2 wounds done to it already, and I believe the Arachnarok is faster. So his Hell Cannon's going to go ahead and shoot at my goblins here. It drifts off, does absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. It drifts off this way and hits one of his Hellstriders and kills a Hellstrider. And then as for, there's no other combat. Nobody's in close combat right now. It's going to start off my turn, Orcs and Goblins turn 4. I move Koopa over here again, just chasing his guys down. I do not want to charge the Hell Cannon. It is the dumbest thing for me to do, is to charge that Hell Cannon, because if I charge the Hell Cannon, I just know, like, I've gotten into a fight with chicken head against the Hell Cannon, and he just sat there all game. I didn't lose, he didn't lose, but I'm trying to kill that one champ. These guys all fell off the table like an idiot, and I decided to move my Wolf Riders up here to kind of speed up the process of pinning in his champ. Magic phase, I got 9 power dice, and I'm going to go ahead and throw up several dice onto Gazamork and Brainbuster onto his Chimera that's in front of me. I do 1 wound onto him. I throw up a bunch of dice onto Gift of the Spider Gods, and he dispels that one. I go ahead and I throw the Doom Diver into this Chimera, and it fails to wound. I'm going to go ahead and do my Goblin shots here, pot shots at his hounds that are coming, and they wipe out the hounds. And that is it. Nobody's in close combat. We're going to go into his turn, turn 5. He's going to go ahead and charge his Bray Shaman into my... I don't think it's Bray Shaman. I think it's actually like a warrior sorcerer into my Wolf Riders. I'm going to stand and shoot, and he's going to charge his Chimera that's wounded into the side of my Night Goblins there, and I fail my Terror, and they're going to run. He does charge my Doom Diver here, which sucks, and he gets in here. He moves his other Chimera over here, like right onto the ass of Koopa. Koopa is still trying to fight the Champ. The Champ is the one in front of the Hell Cannon now, and I really can't get to him or go around. I have to go around, basically, is the problem. And then as you see, these guys flee this way through the tower, and his Chimera fail charge. He's going to redirect his Chimera into my Doom Diver, and I believe he might get in on that one. I think so. And as you can see, his Lord is still chaffing up my my Arachnarok. He moves these Hellstriders over here, all the way over here to chase down my Night Goblins. Magic phase, he gets 9 power dice. He's going to throw up his regen bubble, and he does throw up his regen bubble on this one because he gets a shit ton of regen on the Chimera. The Chimera normally has a 4-up regen, now he has a 3-up regen. His Hell Cannon's going to go ahead and shoot at my Arachnarok. It hits it, the center hole wounds it, and it does 3 wounds, so he's at 4 wounds. Or he did 4 wounds. I never took a wound before. He wipes out my Doom Diver over here, and it is going to start off my turn 5. This game is just so annoying because of everybody who's chasing. I believe his Shaman that ran into my Wolf Riders didn't kill anybody, and I didn't kill him, but he actually, yeah, that's right here actually. He didn't kill anybody. I didn't kill him, wound him, but it causes me to flee, and when I'm fleeing, he chases, but he doesn't actually chase me down. I get away. It's gonna go ahead and be my turn. I'm gonna go ahead and I move the units this way, facing his side of his Chimera and his other guys. I move Koopa over here out of the range of his... I could not get his Champ. His Champ is pissing me off. So I turn around and I face this way so I don't get side flanked by his BSB. Magic Fizz get 5 power dice. I'm going to go ahead and throw up Brainbuster. I throw 2 dice onto Brainbuster, and it fails. Yeah. No, I get it off. I think he just dispelled it, actually. I'm going to go ahead and do Gift of the Spider God onto my own Arachnarok. I get it off, and that is my turn. I try to do some shooting off of it to try to pick out the Chimera. The Goblins are in range. If I would have got a 6 on the poison shot, it would have possibly wounded it. But he's going to go ahead and do his charge here into my Goblins. My Goblins did rally. His guy over here ended up chasing down my Wolves, which sucks. And his Chimera moves away from Koopa over here, and everybody's kind of just scattered. His other Chimera charges into the side flank of my Goblins. There's a little sliver right there where he could have got in, and he does. So we were counting the tower as a building, but the rocks around the tower is not a building, so we just decided that's how it's going to work. Magic phase, he gets 5 power dice. He throws up that regen bubble again. He's going to go ahead and try to do his Hell Cannon into my Spider again. He does 2 more wounds onto my Arachnarok. Over here, my Goblins do 1 wound onto his Chimera. His Chimera goes and kills off like the whole unit, actually. He kills off like 10 of them, and then they run and he chases them down. But they only needed 1 more wound, and that guy's dead, because that Chimera right there had 2 wounds already on it, or 3 wounds already on it, whatever. He only has 1 wound remaining on that Chimera. My Arachnrock decides, you know what, this guy chased down my Wolf Riders. He's going to chase down his Shaman. His Shaman's going to run, and the Arachnrock mows his ass down. Magic phase, I get 7 power dice. I go ahead and I get Gaze of Mork, and you know what? I'm trying to shoot that fucking champ. I'm just going to try to shoot that champ. Actually, I think the champ was way out of range for this one, but I would have to roll for a randomize on the range. I'm going to go ahead and try to kill off that unit of Hellstriders. I go ahead and I hit him. I wound him. I only do 2 wounds. God damn it. I'm going to go ahead and do a Brain Buster now. Far range Brain Buster. Get double 6s. I throw all my dice onto it. Try to kill off that last guy. Now, it's like a strength 5 or 6 right now because I think I might have somebody in combat. No, it's strength 5 right now. He's only tough 4. But I just need a 2, or I need anything higher than a 2 to kill him. It'll do... He would have a 5-up chance to 5 or 6 to get a armor save on it, but I'm just trying to kill that champ, and I rolled a 1 on the wound. You gotta be kidding me. I should have done the Gaze of Mork on him. I should have done both on him, but Gaze of Mork was only strength 4. I think that was the reason why I was kind of just like, eh. But that's the end of the game. Oh man, we add up the points. Ian won. Not a big win, but Ian won. If I would have killed that last champ, I would have probably won. Because his units that he killed my goblins, both units of Wolf Riders, both chariots, my Mangler, and my Doom Divers. So he killed a good chunk of points. He killed all my cheaper stuff. He didn't want to get into combat with my savages because he knew he had no answer to my savages. He needed to sandwich my savages with both his chimeras and his lord, because after I took out his warrior block in the first round, he was kind of like, I mean, I give it to Ian. I give Ian so much credit because he was thinking on the fly. Like after that first turn where he got smashed, he's like, well, I have to change the way I'm playing to a different way, and I wasn't ready for it. As you can tell in this video, I'm chasing him most of the time, and it was the game. It was a very different kind of game than I'm used to, and it was actually a lot of fun. You know, because it's just really making you think like, how can I get any of his guys? And at the same time, he's basically kiting me around and shooting me with this freaking hell cannon. But I'm just trying to figure out how am I going to kill any of his guys, you know. I almost killed his chimera, and honestly, the one thing I failed on, which he told me, which was that one turn I shot the Doom Diver at his lord, I should have shot something else. I should have shot anything else. I could have killed his chimera, I could have killed the champ, I could have killed the BSB, I could have killed something else with that one shot I did. But I tried to kill the Lord, and the Lord was the most protected guy. But at the same time, I hate fighting the Lords. If the Lord got into combat, he has like a 1-up armor and a 3-up ward. It's ridiculous. And God forbid he has the Crown of Command. That guy's not going nowhere. He'll just sit there till he eventually kills me. But anyways, yeah, that was very interesting. Since I lost, but it was a minor loss. Aaron won his last game. I think Aaron won all 3 games. But Ian took the first spot. Aaron with his vampire army took 2nd place, and I ended up taking 3rd. My brother and Todd ended up tying for 4th, and then basically everybody else fell under. But it was a fun game. It was a fun tournament. I'm looking forward to our next tournament. We got the WCW tournament coming up, not tomorrow, but the following Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm gonna have tag team tournaments. I'm gonna have championship rounds, 5 championship rounds, and hopefully I could come back with something so to make you guys proud. But that's all I gotta say about this game today. And I know it looks kind of chaotic, and again, it was chaotic. It was a different kind of game. He had flying units, which I have nothing that keeps up with the speed of flying units except for the wolves, and the wolves aren't going to do shit against those flying units. As for MVPs, I'm going to have to give it to both the Doom Diver and Zoidberg, because the ranged attack kept me in the game more or less. The Foot of Gork smashing his warriors in the first round to literally till the last warrior was left changed his game. basically it gave him this like, oh shit, he's winning on turn 1, and it was the biggest threat, even though the foot disappeared after that first turn. If I had the foot after that, I would have won. I would have smashed everybody else. And then the Doom Divers killing off the Juggernauts when the Juggernauts were about to charge my trolls. That was epic and on point. So I'm giving it to both of those guys, my level 4 and my Doom Divers. Even though they didn't really follow up after that, they both deserve the MVP. And as for his MVP, I'm definitely giving it to his Chimera. That thing was wrecking me. Killed my trolls, killed my goblins, and it didn't want to die. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't, hit the like and subscribe. Hit it already, goddammit. And I'll be putting up more videos soon. I'm probably gonna play some games tomorrow, and I'll be posting them up as soon as I can. Alright, guys, take care. Peace.